Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. This week we are talking about things that I do that make me weird, or things that I do that other people think are weird, which is fine. You're allowed to be weird. I'm a very weird person. And today we're talking about bathroom stuff, shower stuff, like a little combination of all that stuff. Because there's a few things that I do. This is not, come on, this is PG. So a few things I do that Malia thinks is absolutely crazy. And the first one that when she found out, she thought was just the craziest thing she'd ever heard in her entire life, and banned me from doing it when I was at her parents' house, was brushing my teeth in the shower. I brush my teeth when I bathe. This is just an efficiency thing. I picked this up. I definitely picked this up in the military. Unlike Monday's video where I talked about eating fast, it was something I've always done. Brushing my teeth in the shower is something I absolutely picked up in the military. It's just about efficiency. I'm in there. The water's running. I don't have to spit and wash my face or do any of that crazy stuff. Just get it done, right? So I brush my teeth in the shower. Done. Always have. Well, since I was 19 or whatever. And in relation to that, the other thing that I picked up in the military, because this is definitely something I didn't grow up with, is that I only use bar soap for everything, hair and all, and I don't use a washcloth. I just use the bar of soap and go for it. And that, she thinks, is the most ridiculously crazy thing she ever heard in her entire life. Again, it's an efficiency thing. I don't have time for a washcloth. And when I was a kid, we were definitely washcloth families. We used washcloths and bar soap. I just no. In the military, there was no time for that stuff. Especially in boot camp, you barely even had time for soap. Whatever. So I just got used to the idea that I don't have a lot of hair generally, so I don't need conditioner and shampoo and all this. I just, put some bar soap on my hands, get the grease out of my hair, move on with my life. Just like so much of the things that I do, it's not something that I enjoy. I don't enjoy being in a hot shower. It's okay. And there are times, obviously, like if I'm working my butt off in the yard and I'm covered in grass, I know I'm going to sneeze. So getting in a lukewarm shower, that feels good. That's cool. Or my back is really bothering me, getting in a hot shower and doing like toe touches or something to stretch, that's fine, but I don't want to stay in there. I'm not like the person that takes 20-minute showers. I take like a 3-minute shower. I go in there, I soap up, I rinse, I brush my teeth, I'm done. Let's go. Let's get out of here. And those things absolutely drive her nuts. The other thing that I do, I don't even know if my wife is aware of it. I would like to think I'm not a very vain person. I tend to dress the way I feel like dressing without really concern for anybody else. I talk the way I talk without concern for anybody else. But there is a particular thing about men that drives me crazy, and it's a grooming thing, and I take it maybe a little too far. And that is trimming wild hairs. I don't know why, but at some point in the last 10 years, I realized I'm 6'4". Everybody who talks to me is looking up my nose. Like they're just seeing whatever's in my nose all of the time. And so I started taking I don't have it on me, taking my Swiss Army knife with the scissors and using the scissors to just trim my nose hairs. Because they get to the point where they start to come out. And I was like, I don't want people staring at my wild, bushy nose hairs. And so when I go to the restroom, pretty much every day, I'm trimming my nose hairs and my upper mustache. I don't like the mustache hanging over my lip, and so I use those scissors to just even it up every day. I only shave my beard. I only trim my beard every 2 weeks. I do this part of my neck every week, but I don't shave. I haven't shaved since I left the military, like with a shaver. I only use beard trimmers with no guard on my neck, so there's stubble here right now. I just shaved this morning. There's stubble here, and that's how I leave it all the time. I've never gone smooth. This I trim, like I said, every 2 weeks. And so the mustache, I have to trim it pretty much every day. There's hairs that grow out, constantly, and so I'm cutting them back Cutting my nose hairs back. There's also like wild hair sticking out of my ear that I have to cut. One coming off the back of this ear that I have to cut. It drives me crazy when I see men, and I don't know why. Like, again, I'm not vain like that, typically. But for some reason, thinking about people looking up my nose and seeing those crazy hairs everywhere, I don't like it. So I go to the bathroom and I trim my nose hairs a lot. Like, a lot. It's a lot. And I don't even know that she's aware of that. That's what I could think of that I do strange in the bathroom. There are other things that I do. Like, I trim my nails in the sink and then just wash them down the drain. I just stick my hand down in the sink. That way it catches any flying fingernails. Maybe that's a bit weird. I don't know. To me, it seems smart. Like, I don't have to catch these flying toenails and fingernails. My dad used to go out on the porch and do it, which is also smart. But I just learned to do it in the sink. Do you have any weird bathroom habits? I don't want to hear dirty ones, please. No gross stuff. Let me know in the comments. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends, wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know to sound smart is xenophobic. It is an adjective meaning having an irrational fear of foreigners and immigrants. We are not xenophobic. We like all strangers, regardless of their backgrounds, unless they are brought to us by other social contacts. Xenophobic. Xenophobic. I would like to think that we can eventually get to a point where we are not a xenophobic society, but unfortunately, we are nowhere near that.